So, hello students. Today we'll see a video-based video on generative AI in mechanical engineering. So, what we'll do is we'll identify what sectors in mechanical engineering generative AI can be used. Okay. Before that, can you say what generative AI is? Generative AI creating of new content, new information, new content with node knowledge. So, do you agree? This is creating new data, generating new data, but based on trained data. That is generative AI. So, where you can say it will be applicable in generative engineering, say it's an empathy part. Where you say, where in mechanical engineering do you feel we can use generative AI? For example, just I will give you an example. If you take the mechanical, manufacturing sector, that is automobile manufacturing, in the engine testing, you can use generative AI. That's an example. Like that, can you say any examples where generative AI can be used? Aerodynamics. Yes. Aerodynamics. Okay. Aerodynamics for testing the components. Okay, then thermal expansion. Okay, thermal expansion. Thermal engineering you can use. Thermal engineering can be used for modeling the components as well as for analysis. Like fluid analysis, you can do it using generative AI. We can generate data. So that's the main thing. For creating anything, you can generate data here. In manufacturing also, we can use. So in all these fields, if you see, the data is scarce here. For example, if you need manufacturing, for example, you are machining titanium, which is a very costly material. So for that, the data may be not sufficient. Using generative AI, we can create data. So that's the actually definition of generative AI. We can generate new data. So that is possible. So that's the empathy part. Now, if you do, you have any, they have defined it also here. Can you give any possible solutions for using? For example, in aerodynamics, what specific area we can use it? Can you say? In design sector for data. Okay, in design of aerospace or components, we can use it. So, in design, what it means is that instead of putting hours and effort for designing a single component, once we build the model these components, then they can be generated automatically. For example, if there is a small dimension change in the component, it can be done by AI. So that's where this Gen AI coming into play. So any other sectors you can identify in manufacturing engineering where it can be used? Very good. That's a major field. Additive manufacturing. So in additive manufacturing, what are the use cases? Can you say? 3D printers. If you want to create a G code, okay. Use very good. So in actually in laying CNC components as well as additive manufacturing, instead of generating the code manually, you can use generative AI for creating the codes. So by doing so, even unexperienced or significant labor can be employed in those. So as you mentioned, these three fields we can take for generative AI applications. Specific use cases to discuss for additive manufacturing, as you said, for writing the codes, for slicing, for component creation. Very good. So for these things, we can use generative AI. So in aerospace, as you said, for designing. Then you can use for evaluation also. Then simulation. So here you can use a terminology called as digital twin. I hope you have heard it. So it is nothing but it is a replica, digital replica of the real model. So it is not a 3D model you do in your AutoCAD software. It is actually working prototype. So we'll discuss that in the case study next. So this can be used in aerospace engineering. For manufacturing, we can actually use it for synthetic data generation. Very good. So what is reverse engineering? Manufacturing from the final product. Taking back from the final product. So that can be done using generative AI. Synthetic data creation is in manufacturing, for example, if you are measuring a particular component, you need to identify new data. So that can be generated using the synthetic data creation. So many more applications are available in mechanical sector. We do not limit this to, but since generative AI progresses more and more, we can go for more applications. I hope it was useful for your students. Thank you.